Good morning. Naro, I'm away.
Sergio, I think that another game, no. Yanka say it was a great game. The atmosphere was good.
Yeah.
The typical.
I'm saying way now. Yansha way.
Kojo
Benji near the end.
Yes.
Of our defenders anymore. Once we answer no be and then it called him
so clear. We not somebody did that.
And they push you. Yes, was he brought down? No, I don't.
We need a better view because the
best view so be near Franco.
And I'm saying,
I need
another because it looks like no losing.
Yes, I
no losing ball on the real box.
Yes, I
Yes, I that can the opposite okay.
Yes, different.
Yeah. In your beginning in a picky ball, you say Wuchana.
On the real box.
Oh, come on, I'll lose you and down.
He lost the ball.
And down, sure. This can be a penalty. Win to be a penalty.
But now referee change for.
All right, now, mommy, Brown.
Somebody do this for thought line because that's how they do on the thought to
Okay,
Sergio, another game, no. Esa mame a bit confused. Why? Yeah, na mjidi panse Kotoko has in recent times form guide.
Yeah, just a free referee performance. Okay.
Yeah, na my dream me say Kotoko has no form guide in recent times a year juma. They all form nation. But the last two games na yabono, absolutely no doubt. Kotoko form sing has book. But the last two games, no, as I catch any gidi say has ne Kotoko still wow form nation no. As I am watching him, because indeed the league game no more common. This is the game I confidently me combined 11. I gave Haas 3. I only gave Haas of Oak 3 against Kotoko 8. But Haas dominated that game. Had more attempts on target. In fact, the clearest chance fall for Kojo Obin Jr. in that game. And going into that game, the story was also the same. Because Nayan Dancer mo bebre. This is a House of Oak game team. Oko game no 4 games on Winnibi. Olympics are showing 2. All 2 in about draw on the saying Legon Cities about draw. On Asante Kotoko about draw. According to the game, the last 4 games without a win. So of course has form no so yet. But then for them to come and play the league leaders are what league table nimu 7 points. On a house points crowd, I think in number 13 or 14. And clearly, what we saw yesterday, say form guide, no, Kotoko house, no, and Shada Nyejma. The game itself, okay, referee, no, and modern more. Sergio, I think that I'm yet to be convinced about this disallowed Kotoko goal. Apart from that, there were some few decisions.
Laboni Asma Oka, Daniel Quadratus. Or say Fatau was on the edge, jumping, and the touch. Or say Fatau was on the edge, jumping, and the touch from the Kotoko striker kept Fatau out of the ball. And that's why a free kick was given. Again, it wasn't a penalty, but the reaction of Samobodu made my night. Laboni di Weyaba. And Tini Fatau. Still, I'm for instance, foul.
Yeah. You see, there was contact. I think the contact wasn't strong enough to merit a foul. But the bit me as I can see, say at the time, Mbele had the ball to net, and I referee na bona be mudada. Why did can't
foul on Fatau?
Yes, no, they can't foul on Fatau, and Sana or had the ball at the to net. If you watch the TV, you can see it clearly. But for me, so I just foul. Baby, I know it's also going to be difficult to say now has beat my baby because nobody was close to him. Say no head bone, Sana and Kobe head. I even tried to save, but he couldn't. I think that was the major minus decision in my candid opinion. But it's a decision to can say absolutely wrong because there was contact. In Beer, you give him the benefit of the doubt in a way. As you create why you no difference room, especially between me and Marie Jata. Andy they also on Konji foul for this. I think as a player, a defending cannot be that lackadaisical and expect say you beji foul mano. In the Premier League, so far we ain't foul. You be careful so akobasho near ko. Into I think said that was that. Oh yeah, no free one no more. It would be nice. Send a na kalam canon. Say, and so you lion on the field. Into players and approaching out to himself or person treasure or commando omniade. He wasn't that bad on the night. For me, he did his best.
Okay.
Oshe eye deda na wa bonteni adini nyina na. I don't think that it affected him so much. There are some who may think say they're not all rush you look at I don't know. Ibias I didn't, but on the day he did his best. The game itself, I'm saying you can't be Mary that all the tactical analysis and all that. Me sa free kick, you know, I still think that Kotoko got carried away because at that time that game near 1-1, and to push all your two centre backs to Bebia, Ekamea Kwese Mubarak was almost the last Kotoko attacker, so close to the opponent area. If he lose that ball, it was something else. It was a mistake on the part of even Kotoko at the timer, or more elbow ball no, to leave just two men behind the ball. Interestingly, two men, so none of them was closing Patrick Razak down. You give everything to House of Folk. Samuel Boadu did the deal. But this boy, a free year ban gradually, he's entering into baby and I don't bote and Niemano. Say, and Yemamia Din said near Kotokone has the obession. Last season, House of Folk 2-1, a free ban scored, and Ra, once again, he scored. And he scored in a super fashion. He had a good game. Mebo Sulemuntari and Soabaso for the role he played, but I think he kept too long on the field. They do baby. Now we yet he was on the field. House of Folk also got their substitution right, and on the day, Mene Marija Taya Adrian say Samuel Boadu was better on the night because that night he decided say cause Timiko and Impa, but he made him stay. And Asante Kodoko, Madriam say Prosper Ogum, Ewe Jumaye, in terms of send Obesia the midfield, anyhow obey assign your move rules in the midfield. And number of times, even when you were playing Mudasiru, Justice Blade, number of times you don't see Mudasiru close to the opponent. Number of times on a Justice Blade in line so deep. But Mudasiru, you expect him to be involved in the transition and be close to the opponent's area. But I didn't see that. All in all, Hasselhoek has done so well. No much they say, Kotoko has no minimum. Time now supporters here, but more. Time now management yes is no. Not the playing body, a trainee, technical team, you majuma. So they didn't know one channel. It never affected them, and I think this is a morale boosting victory for House of Oak. Okay. The President Cup has been won by them, but I'm sure they're getting back into the league. So to me, I'm aware boosting confidence. But I you mean to me we submission without talking about Salim.
Salim,
I was so much impressed. That boy from
that new Dubiasi boy.
His calmness, his control.
Wow.
The baby Kotoko boys in a bed 3 or 4. A boom, a domo bet. Super nice. I enjoyed every bit of it, but there were some mistakes that they goes everybody said.
Wow, Franco Naro.